What's up, guys? It's Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and I'm bringing you guys another installment of Market Masters, where I sit down with the talented and most prominent traders in the industry. And today I'm joined by Maps.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm nice. How are you?
I'm all good, bro.
Easy.
Happy to be here.
Happy to have you here, bro.
Excited. Always when it's coming up.
Yeah, I appreciate you just coming out here. And yeah, I think today's conversation is going to be a very interesting one, because like before the trading part, I mean, you are known in another like whole different like sector. Yeah, completely
different, bro. It's crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy. And I'm like, yo, you know what? And I gotta highlight this. I used to religiously watch y'all's videos Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Maps is from, probably a lot of them know, but Maps is from TheBoysRSA.
TheBoysRSA, you know the vibes, That's me, that's where I come from. You know, people wonder, who's this trader kid, guys, from TheBoysRSA?
Yeah, nah.
Just like you, I just used to make YouTube videos.
Nah, easy. Yeah, but okay, I gotta ask this specifically because like you're here and I used to do this all the time and follow you guys. You gotta do that intro, bro.
You know, like you asked me to do the intro, it's so emotional because I haven't done the intro in a while. Like I haven't even said it in a while.
Yeah.
But you really want me to do it?
Yeah.
It's gonna feel weird when I'm alone.
Nah, I mean, there's goons up in here. You're gonna join in, right? We'll all join in, right?
Alright. So guys, you know what it do.
What it do?
I'm chilling with the boys.
The boys.
Yes, Danke. It feels good to say that though, right? People love saying that. Like,
damn, that just took me back.
Yeah, bro, way back. It took me way back.
Way back, yo. And like legit, obviously you started off with YouTube. You guys were all in high school. What was life like then? You know, just.
I would say life like in high school, especially because I'm able to compare it so much right now. Is like in high school it was way easier, definitely way easier. You know, less busy in the sense that you only really focusing on one thing in high school, which is school. You know, unless you're doing something else, like we had YouTube, where cool, school, YouTube. But high school is like let's focus on one thing, school, let's all pass, okay, cool, we'll see everything else later. But then now once you actually get out of high school, you feel the differences, like there's more things to do, there's more things you have more responsibilities. Now you genuinely feel the difference the moment you get out of high school. It's like, okay, cool. Even your parents, the way that they act towards you, you just feel like they're not there anymore. They're like, okay, cool, this person's older than me, you know, they won't be on your neck about a lot of things anymore, you know what I mean? So coming out of high school is like, it was. For me, high school was basic. I feel like high school was too basic for me.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was basic. Like I felt shelled. You know, it's like, okay, cool. Like I'm forced to do the school thing. You know what I mean? Not to say I didn't like school. I did very well in school as well. So it was like, okay, cool. I enjoyed school, but I always felt like it was too fixed onto one thing. You know what I mean? You didn't really have the opportunity to spread out and discover other things in life. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about high school. I feel like it's like, that's one thing. So once you get out there, guys, trust me, it's a whole different world, bro. Like you meet so many different people, you introduce to so many different opportunities. Like in high school, all you know is what you see on social media. Once you come out of high school, you start seeing that, hey, bro, people make money from doing this. People make money from doing this. It's like, wow, I didn't know I can make money from selling water. I didn't know, you know. So it's crazy. Like, you deep it once you come out of high school that like there's so much more you can do with your life. So you gotta take advantage of that, bro.
Yeah, no, that's great. So what were some of your favorite videos that you did with TheBoysRSA? There has to be at least a few,
Yo, bro, like you asked me, like it's crazy because bro, we have so many videos and I enjoy shooting almost all of those videos. Like I can definitely say one of my favorite videos was our very first video ever, which was the hot pepper challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. I really enjoyed that one. It was the first video, you know, take at this YouTube thing. For that video, it was literally just like us trying it out. It wasn't like, okay, you know, we know what to do. It's just like, okay, guys, they just put a camera, take a video, eat some peppers, ask each other some questions. Then I think after that first video, the love that we got even from the very first video, we knew it was like, it. So the hot pepper challenge video, definitely one of my
yeah.
favorite videos. There was a video we did where we tried to sleep at Mall of
Oh
Africa.
yeah.
I really enjoyed shooting that video because it was like we actually really wanted to do that. We
Yeah.
were getting busted. It hurt us. Bro.
Yeah.
Like we were so like we stayed there the whole night, bro, until we got caught literally as we were going to the bathroom. It's like we were going to where we were gonna go sleep. On the way there, they catch us.
It's sad.
You see, so also that, and I really enjoyed shooting that one. Our day or drink videos. Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I enjoyed so many of the videos. Like, even our most recent ones, we shot a video where, like, we made girls pick between us, like, at the mall. Yeah, pick between, like, so you get, like, 30 seconds to say something, then the person must pick. I enjoy shooting that one, even though I lost in all of those videos. I enjoy shooting those videos, too.
Yeah, no,
so
that's great. No, that's great. Yeah, so, obviously you had the Boys RSA, and then at some point, Maps now has to become Maps. Yeah, so when do you make that whole like transition? Not to say that you left the Boys RSA, but like essentially finding your identity as just an individual right now.
Okay, cool. So this is actually amazing because I think I found my identity even as a YouTuber. Like, it's not that I became Maps forex trader at the same time. I think I started my own YouTube channel. I don't know if you're aware, but
I'm aware.
Around about the end of matric, December, because I actually didn't know what I was going to do the following year. You know what I mean? At the time, I was trading, but trading for me was just that thing that's making me money. It's like, okay, I'm making money from trading, but is it my passion? I love it. Like, I'm doing it all the time, every day. I'm barely even studying, but it's a thing of like YouTube. Like, that's where I always felt like my heart was, you see. So I started my own YouTube channel, and the whole concept around me starting my own YouTube channel was actually to be myself, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. People know Maps from the Boys RSA, but then I want to show people that I can also be Maps, Thosago, Maps. Just Maps, you know what I mean? Maps as Maps, you know? So I started my own YouTube channel. I really enjoyed that, you know what I mean? And I feel like as I was shooting my own content, I started finding myself some more, you know? I started seeing more things that I'm interested in as an individual, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool. Started my YouTube channel. I see that even without the Boys RSA, I get a lot of love. I remember I had like 10,000 subscribers after the first video on my channel. So I was like, wow, people actually just mess with me as a person, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just be me. Let me start doing me some more, you know what I mean? So from the YouTube scene, I'm like, okay, cool. This trading thing, like, I do really love it. Like, I can't ignore that I love this. Even though people know me as a YouTuber, I can't ignore that my true passion in life is forex. Like, since I discovered forex, I've always been there, bro. So it was that thing of like, okay, cool. I've discovered myself right now, Maps Thosago. People know me. He's still a YouTuber though, but I'm like, let me show people my real passion. Let me show people the real me, which is trading. So that's when I just started hopping into the trading space publicly. Like, even though I had already been trading for a year and a half before that, but it's like, okay, cool. Now that I know myself in the public eye, I know that people do really like me as a person, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, let me just show people the real me, which is also a forex trader. So then I did that.
No, clean, too clean. So when did you discover forex? Because you know what I'm actually trying to figure out is that trying to break down the learning process. You know,
like how it all went.
How it all
I think
went
for me,
down,
I learned forex very weirdly.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually people, they just find one mentor, get that mentor.
Okay.
You learn forex. For me, it was like, okay, cool. I firstly got introduced to forex in the sense of I didn't know what forex is at all. You know what I mean? I had this other guy that I met, right? I bumped into him where I used to stay, you know? And he knew me as a YouTuber at the time. This time is like right after COVID, grade 11. You see, he knew me as a YouTuber. Around about those times, that's when we started popping because a lot of people are watching our videos during COVID. So it's like, okay, now we're known, you know? Coming out of COVID, I'm well known. I meet this guy one day. I'm walking back from the shops, you know? And he sees me and he's like, Maps. And I'm like, oh, wait, bro, I go to him and I greet him, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, what's up, bro, what's up? We exchanged numbers and everything. Then I didn't know he was a trader. He didn't tell me he trades forex, so we just left it there, cool. Later on during the day, he's posting WhatsApp statuses and he's posting his trades, you know, he's making some money there on the markets. And I'm not really too interested. I just reply and I'm like, yo, what's this? He's like, it's forex, you should try it out, bro, you could make a lot of money. And at the time, like, I haven't started trading. I don't know anything about trading. I'm here popping as a YouTuber, so I'm not there. Like, I'm like, forex. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good, bro. I'm doing good in the whole YouTube thing, you know. It's like, I'm fine. I'm not really too interested in it, right? Then I think a week goes by. Every day I'm looking at this guy's WhatsApp statuses, and I really don't know what made me interested in that because it's not like he was telling me. Like, after that day, he just left me. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But the more I watch these WhatsApp statuses, like I just got so intrigued, bro. And I'm like, yo, wow, bro. Like this guy, he was making like thousands a day, and I'm like, bro, that's a lot of money at the time. Like to make a K in a day, like when you think about trading, 1,000 rand in a day doesn't sound like a lot. But for me at the time, I was like, yo, this guy's chopping. So I'm like, I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I'm actually quite interested, bro. Like, show me the ropes, right? So we live in the same place, so it was quite easy to link up. We went on, we linked up, you know, we had like, not really like a lesson, so to say, but he just showed me what Forex is. So he just told me, oh, these are candlesticks, this is a trend line, this is a trend, this is how the market moves, yeah, you know, this we buy, we sell, you know, so he just explained it to me so I can know what it is, but not to say I knew how to do it after that, you see. Then from that point onwards, he never really gave me like a lesson. You know, it's just that thing of like he told me what Forex is, then I was just interested. Then from that point onwards, that's when I went out of my way and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm about to take this Forex thing seriously, you know. Right now it's grade 11 run about September times. Getting ready for those November exams. This was actually the problem. I wish I discovered Forex earlier because I discovered Forex just as I was about to start my November exams, you see. And now it's that love for Forex, like, wow, I really want to learn this thing. So I'm there, like I'm supposed to be studying for maths in the morning, but instead of studying for maths, I'm here on the charts. I still don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know a thing, but I'm just there, you know, watching YouTube videos. And this is when I also started bumping into a lot of Instagram traders as well, you know. So I saw Leadership, I saw Pandile, you know what I mean. It's crazy that they're my friends right now because I knew them way before, like. So I started seeing them and everything on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should actually learn this thing for real because people are living, bro. And I'm like, okay, I want to live. I can see I really love school. I love YouTube. I think for me it was just a thing of like, bro, I just love making money, bro. You know, so like,
who doesn't love making money?
So I'm like, you know what? Let me be serious about this trading thing. Then at the time, right, I knew this other guy through a mutual friend who was trading. And he was like already an established trader and everything. And I'm like, this is my perfect opportunity to get a mentor. So he was my very first mentor. He actually lives in Turkey. So he told me Forex, like he's the one that put me in the game of like, okay, now I know how to trade properly. It's just about from this point onwards, I just need to expand my knowledge. So he taught me, it was run about, he properly taught me run about December time. So after my exams, December, that's when he started teaching me. Cool, grade 11 December. Now I'm going on to matric the next year, which is now a problem. It's like, I just discovered this trading thing in December. I've been learning it throughout the whole December, January. Cool. Not to say I'm making profits. Of course, I'm not making profits, but I'm trying, you know. I'm trying my best, you know. I'm doing everything. Like, I was one of those guys. Genuinely, I was there. Free signal groups, free mentorship groups, free everything. Like, I was there. Like, I just wanted all the knowledge I can get. Like, I was deep about Forex, not really in the sense of I was in those free signal groups to actually take signals, because I barely took signals from those groups, but I was in round about like 30 groups, and all I was actually doing from those groups was just gaining knowledge. It's like, okay, cool, when someone would send a signal, there'd be a setup and be like, okay, cool, I see this, but how is this person actually finding this entry point to the T, you know? So I was just interested in the learning. So that's why I was in so many free groups. Even though I had a mentor and I'm learning on my own, I'm like, okay, I can gain more knowledge from just being in as many free groups as possible. I didn't really want to pay, you know what I mean? No lie, I didn't really want to pay. I get that though, you know? It's just the thing, like, I don't really want to pay, but because I already paid for my initial mentors. Like, how many mentors do I have to pay? Let me just do the free thing. So I did that, but then I never took the signals. I was just gaining the knowledge. Then eventually I became profitable. Yo. It's like, you know, it's like the moment you've been waiting for, you can feel it. Like, obviously, with trading, the profits come slow. You know what I mean? The way in which I started trading was just the thing of like, just make money. You know what I mean? Just make money, which was wrong, which is what I discovered later on. It's like, that's not how you trade. You can't just be like, let me just make money. You know, you always have to work towards something, you see. So that's the part that I feel like many beginner traders miss out, is they just want to make money. You know, it's always better when you know what you're working towards, that you're working towards something. Trading is cool, we're making money, but how much are you really trying to make though? Because then you won't know when to stop. You see, you'll find yourself maybe as a beginner trader, you have a lucky day where you making 2K and you've never even seen 2K in your life. But then just because of that greed, just because of Instagram, you're like, let me hold, let me open some more trades. Come back 30 minutes later, that 2K is gone, you see. So that used to happen to me quite a lot, where I would make profits, but because of that pressure of social media, I'd be like, no man, 300,
Small.
Yeah, I'm not closing 300 until eventually I got to that point where I actually saw that, like, bro, this 300, if I can compound it daily, right? I actually tell my students this all the time, that the key is just compound. compound profits, you know what I mean? Many traders will tell you that that's the best way to start out. Like, it may seem like a little at the time, maybe to make 200 Rand a day, 300 Rand a day, it may seem like very small money, but then genuinely, if you just stack it up, it adds up. Like, it really, really does adds up, and it becomes way easier on your confidence as well. You see, that's the thing that most traders struggle with, essentially, just pure confidence, you see, because we can all trade. I always say this, like, the moment you actually like invest in learning how to trade, you'll learn how to trade, you know what I mean? But then the thing that most traders will struggle with is actually having that confidence of knowing that, yeah, I can actually trade, bro. Let me actually trade efficiently. Let me manage my account efficiently. Let me not over leverage. Let me not be too greedy, you know what I mean? So for me, I feel like I was already making money from trading because, like, I don't know, I think it just hit for me, but I just didn't know account management. That's what I struggled with until I actually got to a point where I started managing my accounts efficiently. So I was able to just make like 500 a day, be comfortable, because I used to deposit a lot. I deposit like 3K. You see, I just deposit. I'd get money from YouTube. I wouldn't even think twice, like, am I going to go buy? No, never, bro. Every single YouTube bag that I got, like, I think the first few 6 checks, they went straight to the market, you see. So I did have quite a lot of money to fund. I won't be like, I was struggling with funding. No, I wasn't struggling because I just knew, okay, I have this other side hustle that can fund this. You know? So YouTube would just fund my forex. Then I knew I had a lot of money. It's just that now I have a lot of money to trade with. I just need to know how to properly, efficiently manage these trading accounts that I deposit these 3Ks. Because I used to blow those 3Ks all the time at first, like, because I'm trying to make thousands, you know, I'm trying to make crazy money. Because on Instagram, you go on Instagram, you see someone flip 3K to 20K, you also want that. True. You know? So I also wanted that at first until, you know, it just clicks in your head that, okay, you know what, this is unrealistic. Let me start being realistic. On a 3K account, if I can make 500 Rand a day, that's proper risk. Like, you're trading so comfortably with that, you know. So it's like, okay, cool, 500 a day, I got satisfied, then I'd be cool. I did that like efficiently. Now I'm becoming profitable. Then everything just became much better, easier that way. Like, I won't really say I felt a sudden change. Like, okay, now I just, like, it was just a thing of like, okay, now I know how to do it better. It's like, it just gets better. Like, okay, cool. I used to make money, but then I used to blow it a lot because I was bad at account managing. But now I'm managing my accounts better. I can see, okay, cool, the accounts are growing more sufficiently, even though it's much slower, but it's more sufficiently. I'm withdrawing. My withdrawals are getting higher every single month, you know. My targets I'm also increasing them slowly but surely. And run about by August, September last year. Yeah, prelims. During prelims, I remember, bro. During prelims, that is when I was literally inside, like, profitable, like, making money from trading. Like, I was like, now I'm chopping the charts, like, on a regular day, like a bruise, making money. I'm in high school, it's a problem, bro. Like, I feel like trading in high school is a problem because now it just gets to a point where you just like,
do I really need
like,
this? Do I need this?
But now it's a flop. Maybe if it was earlier on during the year, then I'd just be like, school, I'll just minus it. But now it's a thing of like, it's during exams. So I can't be like, let me not take school seriously and just, if it's at the start of the year, I'll be like, homework, I won't do it. Assignments, last day. But now it's exams. It's like prelims, we inside. I can't be like, I'm not going to study, or I'll study in the morning. So that's where it became difficult for me to balance school and trading, because I'm also profitable at the time. It's like, I'm making money, so I want to make more money, but at the same time, I don't want to fail matric. So that's where it became a bit of a challenge, but got it done, still passed.
Yeah. No, shout out.
So that's how it went about for me in terms of trading. Oh yeah, I also didn't mention the fact that when I became profitable, actually around about like June, that's when I was like properly profitable, like I'm managing my accounts efficiently. And that's when I knew Bandile, like I knew him through social media. He didn't know me, but I knew him and I really liked him, bro. Like I really just liked the guy. Like I didn't want to learn anything from him. I already knew how to trade, but I'm like, you know what, bro? This is a leap of faith. Let me just pay for this guy's mentorship. You know what I mean? I paid for his mentorship. I did learn quite a lot of things from Bandile. Things that I didn't think I would learn at the time, but I didn't join with the purpose of learning. Because I'm already making money. It's like, let me just join. I really just want to be this guy's friend. You know, but he taught me quite a lot of things, and actually did enhance my knowledge. But I paid for his mentorship initially just to be his friend. Yeah, initially, but I did actually end up learning quite a lot from him, you know. So yeah. That happened. Then I guess his mentorship also helped me, you know what I mean? Then profits.
We learn every day, you know.
We learn every day.
We learn every day.
You can never stop learning forex,
Yeah, that's
especially.
true.
You
Yeah,
can learn
so
from
true.
anyone, even someone younger than you.
Yeah,
you know?
so true, so true. So, okay, you basically touched on social media, the pressures of social media.
Yeah.
Okay, so Because I know a lot of people go on social media right now. They open social media like, yo.
That's social media. Yo, even me, I even have my days when I'm on social media. I'm like, yo. Yeah.
You see,
Yo.
yeah. So how did you actually deal with or manage that social media pressure?
I think for me, it just happened. I noticed that, okay, dude, I've only been doing this for like a few months. You go and you read these people's stories, you see that these are people that have been trading for years, 3 years, 4, 5 years in the game. It's like, at the end of the day, you can never compare your 5 months experience to someone that has 5 years in the game. Truly, 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 then even as a trader, you even feel yourself every single year. You can feel yourself getting better at trading, you see. So back then, I think it just clicked for me that, okay, I'm looking at these people on social media flipping a 2K account to 20K in one day, but realistically, I can't do that. You know what I mean? It just had to click for me that, bro, I have to be realistic to myself. You know what I mean? Social media is nice, it's inspirational, it's motivation, but at the end of the day, you have to know yourself as a trader. That's the part where many people don't understand is you have to know yourself. This person is flipping 2K to 20K a day, bro, but how long do you think they've been practicing that? How long have they been doing this trading thing? Do you think they actually even started by doing that? Do you think that when this person started trading, that's what they've been doing their whole trading career? No. You know what I mean? So I became more realistic, Psychology, bro. I always speak about the emotion side of trading. Many people tend to leave that out when they're learning how to trade. And I get it because a lot of mentors do leave that out, like the psychology side of trading. So for me, it just had to be a thing of like, I just had to click in mentally and think like, okay, cool. Realistically speaking, Maps, this is not possible. For you right now, it's not. Just do it the right way. No pressure. Also, it's like no one knows you're trading, so you have nothing to prove. You don't have to go crazy flipping accounts, like why? There's no need. It's not like you have anything to prove to anyone. Like, I'm just making money for myself, you know what I mean? At the time, I'm not even thinking that trading is what's going to be my life, I'm not thinking that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, sustain myself, support myself over this thing. So I'm like, bro, why are you trying to flip it to 20K? Like, you should be genuinely satisfied with 500, 1K in a day. It's like, bro, you good, like you're doing fine, you know what I mean? So for me, it was just a mental check. Like, I just had to review what I'm doing, looking at everything that I'm seeing on social media. It's like, okay, cool, I want to do this, but realistically speaking, I can't do it right now. So it just had that click in my head, like, okay, cool, let me just do it the right way.
That's maturity right there, bro.
You gotta mature as a trader.
Yeah, because like there's so many guys out there, and regardless of age though, there's so many immature traders, a lot of immature traders who don't understand what you're talking about quite down to the T, because it's essentially, you really have to be honest with yourself.
Always, bro.
And a lot of people don't want to, and a lot of people don't want to be honest with themselves.
Indeed.
And they keep running to social media, and they keep allowing these social pressures to like just take over.
And they
all
always
the time.
take over, bro. Social pressures will always take over. That's why I also don't really post my trades that much, because I feel like I'm gonna be applying too much pressure, So I'll post my trades every now and then, like, bro, I trade every day, but I won't post my trades every day. You know what I mean? Because I understand, I know how it is. Like, I genuinely know how it is. Like, there were times when I'd be on social media and be like, I know these people are inspiring us, but sometimes you don't have to post your trades. Like, too much pressure, you know? So, like, people don't know themselves, but I would say, like, that all comes with time, you know what I mean? You will know yourself eventually. Like, genuinely, if you are serious about trading, and let's say you've been trading for like 10 months now, you're still not profitable, you're still making the same mistakes that you're making because of what you're seeing on social media, you're feeling pressure, genuinely, then that means that you're not serious about trading, I feel like it's something that just has to click inside you eventually, like mentally, it'll always just click. If someone has it in them to actually be a real trader, you'll wake up one day and notice that, okay, cool, if I'm really to make money from this thing, I have to do it slowly. You know what I mean? That's when it gets to a point where you understand that it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. And you must just treat it like anything else that makes money in this life. It takes time, Understandably so, a lot of people make millions on a regular day from forex, but at the end of the day, bro, like, it doesn't start like that for everyone. I don't think anyone wakes up on the first day of their trading and makes $1 million first month. Like, if you say you've done that, shout out to you, but bro, I've never seen it personally, you see. So that's why you just need to get to a point. But it will happen. I feel like if you're a real trader, you will get to a point. Mentally, even yourself, you will know that, bro, what I'm trying to do is not working. I have to do it correctly. I have to actually compound my accounts. I actually have to grow at a small pace, at your own pace also. That's another thing, bro. Finding your own steps. Like, doesn't matter who your mentor is. You can have Q Banks as a mentor, the best trader in Africa and the world. Who cares? But you also need to know yourself. If your mentor can make $1 million in a day, it doesn't mean you're going to make $1 million in a day. You see, So that just comes with maturing as a trader.
Yeah, no, that's true. So you touched about managing your accounts efficiently. So like, okay, what exactly do you mean by that? Or what were some of the practices that you did to manage your accounts efficiently?
Okay, cool. So with managing my account efficiently, I'll always say this is just set targets. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So just know what you're trying to get on a regular day basis. Maybe not on a weekly basis. You can say every day, you can have like a daily target and like a monthly target. You know what I mean? So you'll just be like at the start of the month, this is how much I want. Even if I don't get it, at least you know you're working towards something. Then you daily target. So for me, my daily target on a regular day, I just try to make like 300, 400, you know, not really like a specific amount, but round about those amounts, 300, 350, you know what I mean? So I did have like quite a lot of money in my trading account, as I said, like usually like funding 3K. So honestly, just making like 10% of the account on a regular day, which is not too much, you know what I mean? It's quite easy. So me, I just trade currency pairs. Even to this day, I'm a currency trader, you know, even my students know me.
Yeah.
We've been chopping up currencies, you know what I mean? So currency pairs, that'll just be my main focus. Since a young age, I was just always like loving like Euro USD. When I first started trading Euro USD, found it very easy to trade because the technicals are just so then on a regular day I just trade, you know, maybe like I'd open like 3 trades, make like 90 rand from all of those trades. That's like 90 rand. Then start looking for more trades, and maybe the next few trades that I take on that day, after that, maybe like those will make me like 50 rand. Then next trades, like those will make me like 70 rand. You see what I mean? So not that I was trying to make a lot of money from one single setup. I would try to find as many setups as possible and make as little money as possible from each of them. Not as little money as possible, but even if it's little, you know. So maybe on a regular day, take like 4 or 5 trades, you know what I mean? And each trade was only making me like 70 rand close. 80 rand close, you know. Then by the end of the day, that all compounds, you see. So that's also another mistake that a lot of traders get wrong, is thinking that you need to grow your whole account just from one setup, one trade. No, doesn't work like that. You know, a lot of people think a daily target means that it has to be that one trade that gets you a daily target. Not even, bro. You know what I mean? Your daily target can be 500, and it can take you 10 trades to get there. That's perfectly fine, as long as you know that you're trading properly. You see. So for me, it was just about taking the right trades, and just, even if I'm just making 70 rand close, look for another setup, 80 rand close. By then, at least if I can get to a point where I'm like, okay, 300, 400 for the day, I'm done. Then come back the next day, do the same thing again, look for at least 5 trades that day, take the setups, make like 40 rand, 50 rand. Like, doesn't sound like a lot. When you're closing, it's like, did I really just close 40 rand? On a 3K account especially, it's like, you know, until like, you know, as you mature, you notice that like it compounds, it adds up, especially by the end of the week, where you're looking at this, by the end of the week, now I've made like 1.5, I've halved the account, I feel so good. It's like, yo, you know, like barely taking any losses because of the way I'm trading. If I am taking losses, it's very low risk, you know what I mean? Because if I'm making 70 rand profits, obviously the losses are not going to be crazy, also just as little as that, you know what I mean? So even when I am taking losses, much easier to manage, you see. So I think growing slowly as a trader is what helped me. So growing slowly, managing your account in the sense of, try find as many trades as possible. Don't try to make thousands off of one single trade. Like, especially when you're starting out, like, be satisfied with that 80 rand done on one trade. Look for another one. Like, it's a whole day, bro. There's so many things to trade. Like, you know, like you have so much time. Like, don't feel like this setup is the one that has to hit your daily target or your weekly target. No, there's no reason for that. Like, there's so many things to trade. The market is moving the whole day. You can find so many other things to trade. So that is what I did for myself in terms of managing my accounts.
Sure. So for you to actually say something like that, what were some of the moments you felt like you messed up along the way? For you to actually talk like that, because clearly it must mean that, hey, there's places where you learned some really hard, heavy lessons right there.
Yeah, bro, because there were times where I was genuinely like, dude, I can tell you, like, I was floating 1,000.
Yeah.
And I've never made 1,000. I've never even withdrawn 1,000. But just because of that whole, no, I want to target, like, I want to make 10K this month. So at least if I can make 5K from this one trade, then I know I don't have to work so hard, you know what I mean? So I used to try to do that all the time, you know, like I'd be floating a lot of money, not close it, then, you know what I mean, emotions would mess me up, you know, maybe the market would then reverse. Let's say maybe I'm floating like 800, wouldn't close the trade. I don't know why. When I look back, like, I always ask myself, why would I never close those profits, you know? Then maybe 800, I'd be chilling, market would go down. You know what I mean? Now profits get less. Then they get to a point where it's like now only 200. Then I close that 200, and in my head I'm like thinking, I'm like, yo, I should have closed at 800. You know what I mean? And I'd always make this mistake. I'd be like, okay, cool. Next time when I'm floating 800, I'm gonna close. You know, the next time when I'm floating 800, I don't close because until I actually got to a point where I saw that what I'm doing wrong is not me not closing that 800. That's not the problem. Okay. I noticed that the problem is why am I even trying to make 800 from one setup in general? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't know how to control my emotions when I'm floating that much money. You see, I'm able to float that much money, but then am I able to handle the emotions that come with it? No. You see what I mean? And that's when I saw that, okay, cool, I can trade, I can make a lot of money from trading, but at the end of the day, my emotions are not aligning, And the only way in order for me to align my emotions is to take it slowly. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good you are at analyzing, finding setups, getting trades. At the end of the day, if your emotion, your mentality that you approach the market with doesn't align, it's not going to work, you know what I mean? So for me, that's when I had that shift of, okay, cool, I know I can make a lot of money, float a lot of profits, but then essentially my emotions, I can't handle that. Let me take it slowly until I get to a point where, with 70 Rand, dude, when you're floating 70 Rand, and it's just like, there's no emotions there. Like, genuinely, there isn't, It's just close, you know what I mean? It was hard for me to actually just be okay with closing 70 Rand. That was the hard part. It's like, okay, cool. I know, like, I'm not ready to be there by floating 800 and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But also when you see that 70 Rand at first, it doesn't seem like a lot. It's like, But then, it's just that whole knowing yourself. It's like, okay, cool. You have to practice your emotions, bro. Like, trust me, psychology is everything. And if you can take it slowly, it gets better. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. That was that for me, just understanding that, okay, cool, let me just have this stage where small profits so that I can train my emotions, what I mean? Train your emotions. Then once you get your emotions in check, like you could do some crazy things in the market. Definitely.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's so true. Yeah, okay. It seems like already from back then you had quite a sound risk management strategy in place because like essentially you're just opening I presume probably opening like 0.01.
Definitely 0.01, 0.02.
Yeah.
I wasn't going too crazy with lot sizes.
Yeah, but like how were you calculating your risk though? Because you're saying right now you're trading a 3,000 Rand account. Because a lot of people right now want to fund 3,000 Rand.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yo, I've got all this.
All of this risk. It's like, why don't I just risk everything?
Exactly.
It's like, 3K, I have so much to risk. Like, let me just risk a bit more. For me, like, I also hated losing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I hated losing. Where to me, it was just a thing of like, I genuinely rather only make 70 Rand on a trade than to go and risk and now lose 300 Rand on that trade. You know what I mean? So, because I genuinely did take losses too hard at first. Because I wasn't, like, I was using all of the money I was getting to put into trading. It's not like, now I have other money now. No, like, I'm getting money straight from YouTube to the trading accounts. You see what I mean? So I hated losing. So for me, also, it was just that thing of like, bro, manage your risk in terms of, bro, 10% risk is perfectly fine, you know what I mean? 10% risk of the account on a day, so I was risking as much as I was willing to make. So I wanted to make 300 Rand a day, but I was also willing to risk 300 Rand a day. Doesn't seem like sensible, but with the 3K account, it is sensible, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm trading efficiently. It's not like I know that most of the trades I'm taking are winning, so I'm not really thinking too much about the losses. Even when I was taking losses, I was just losing a bit here and there. Not to say I wouldn't blow. Obviously, trade, how trading goes. You have your days and you're just like, today I'm going in, bro. Blow that account, all risk, you know what I mean? I had my days, but then essentially for me, with that, it was just a thing of like, just know, okay, managing my risk, I really don't want to lose more than 10% of this account on a regular day. Nothing more than 10%, you see. So even with my stop losses, always keep my stop losses super tight. You know what I mean? If I'm trading something with higher volatility, use lower lot sizes. So gold definitely would never go over 0.01. I wouldn't really trade. I traded US30 quite a lot, you know what I mean? But that's when I was blowing quite a lot. So then I also just got to a point where I noticed that it's hard to control risk using indices. So I was like, you know what, that's when I actually got that click of, okay, focus on currencies, because I do want to manage my risk accurately, but then it's very difficult to say you're only going to risk 10% of a 3K account, which is 300 on an indice. Like, very, very hard, because then
even to open 0.01,
exactly.
Already it's a lot.
You see, it's a lot, you see. So I was like, okay, cool, step away from indices. I understand that 3K is quite a sufficient amount to trade indices, but it's like, nah, in order for me to manage my risk well, let me just stick to my currency pairs, No pressure, bro, no pressure. And at the time when I used to be on social media, no one was trading currencies. I feel like nowadays more people trade currencies, But back then, like, that's when you open Instagram, it's NAS 100 US 30 only. But before there was even German 30, it was NAS 100 US 30.
Yeah.
Open
Yeah.
Instagram, that's all you'd see. You see, so for me, it was just like, nah, bro, you know what? Be okay with just losing 10% of your account every day while also trying to make 10% of the account every day. If you take a loss, just cut the loss, keep it moving, you know what I mean? Another way that people don't manage their risk accurately is that you'll risk properly, but then after losing that 10% of your account in the day, it's like, I want to make it back today. Let me just go in. So then you end up losing some more, you see. So also me, I did have my times like that where I just wanted to risk some more and make back what I've already lost. But then I saw that that also doesn't work because you just revenge trading, you see. So I was just like, you know what? Stick to my trading rules. I actually had a journal. I actually still do have that journal where I wrote down everything I did wrong, right? And everything that I did right whenever I got a trade done, you see. So if I took a loss on the trade, I write down how much I lost, you know what I mean? And write down what I did wrong. You see, so I would always refer back to that journal every single time. I took a trade, I'd be there, like, okay, cool. I took loss last time. These are all of the all other 1,000 times when I took a loss. Obviously, it does get to a point where you don't have to write because you probably repeated a mistake. So I had like run about like 20 things that I was always doing wrong.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I knew like it got to a point where genuinely every single time, just as I was about to open a trade, I'd be there on the journal. Are you not doing this again? Are you not doing this again? Are you not risking too much? Is the lot size too high? Is, you know, like what's going on? You see, so I had that and that just helped me. Then I could make less mistakes because I knew, you know, I'd read them, you know. It's harder to think about the mistake you made previously when it's not there, you know. Like, you know right now that, okay, I took a loss, why did I move my stop loss? Why did I do that? Why did I move my stop loss lower than it already was? You know, when you have that fear like, okay, market is going down, but it might still go up, so let me just move my stop loss lower. Then it's like, so you may tell yourself when you take that loss, like, you know what, next time I just won't move my stop loss. But next time, because you didn't write it down, like you're not there, you're not really thinking about the fact that you've made this mistake before. So you're there again, let me move my stop loss. Market is going down, let me move my stop loss just in case it still goes up. You know what I mean? So yeah, that happens. That happens. So
sure. Dealing with losses now.
Dealing
Because
with
you've
losses.
you've spoken about losses and you've touched
Yeah.
about them, you know, because essentially losses obviously are tied. This is money,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
This
money.
is money. It's not like a demo account. It's not.
It's real.
It's real money.
There will always be emotions attached to money.
Yeah.
No matter what, no matter how long you've been trading, there will always be emotions. But I think the way in which I dealt with losses, I wouldn't say it was easy. Never. No trader can say that from the start of their trading career, taking losses is an easy thing. For me, it definitely wasn't easy. It was like, taking these losses. Obviously, I had my times where I was like, this is a lie. Even I was like, forex is fake. Like, how come? How come other people make money but not me? No, I'm leaving this thing, you know. So I did have my times, you know, when you just have that one loss and it's like, I'm done. Yeah, like I remember actually the first time I actually made my 3K deposit and I lost the whole thing, I was so depressed. I lost it like within 15 minutes on a NAS 100 trade. I was like, bro, like this is money that I worked the whole month to get. Now it's gone 15 seconds. You know, I was like, I'm genuinely done, you know. So in terms of dealing with losses, I think I just got to a point where I just understood that this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what it is. I think I was taking losses so much that it just got to a point where I'm like, oh wow. You know what I mean? Genuinely, like, even my students, I tell them this all the time, that like, the only way you're honestly going to get comfortable with losing is if you lose all the time. You know what I mean? Because you understand that, okay, cool, it's a loss. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Whereas if you're someone that, okay, cool, you take a trade, then now you take a loss, but now you're scared to hop back into the market. Obviously, the next time you hop back into the market, the fear doesn't go away just because maybe you took 2 weeks without trading. When you come back, the fear is still there because the last time you traded, you lost. You see? Whereas if you tell yourself, okay, cool, I took a loss today, but tomorrow I'm going back in. Like, if you keep going in every single day, trust me, you get more comfortable with that idea every single time you lose. Like, right now, I can open a trade, take a loss, keep it moving. Go about my day because I've done this so much. You see, so for me, with handling losses at the start, I did take it quite hard. It was like, I'm gonna give up. I'm done with trading. You know what I mean? Until it got to a point where I saw, like, okay, it gets to, you start with the giving up phase. Like, I'm giving up. I'm done.
Yeah.
Then you get to that phase of like, okay, cool. When will it be that I start making profits? It's like, okay, cool. I know I'm taking losses, but you get to that phase where it's like, okay, I know one day I'll make profits, but then it's still that thing of like, I don't know when it's going to be. You know what I mean? Then you move on to that phase where you just understand, okay, you take a loss. It's like, okay, cool. It hurts a bit. You know what I mean? Maybe you might want to revenge trade and be like, you want to get your money back that very day. You know what I mean? Then cool, you lose, then maybe you start getting to a point where now it's just genuine understanding. You know what I mean? It's a phase, bro. Like, trading is a phase. You will never wake up one day with the best trading psychology, with like anything, like with the best trading mindset. Like, it's impossible, you know. Everything comes in phases, you know. So the more you do this thing, the easier it becomes. I always say this. So for me, that's just what it was. Like, handling losses, it was hard at first, but I just told myself, I want to quit. I'm not gonna quit. It's try now. I already invested so much of my time learning this thing. I can't turn around now. So let me just do it. I know I'll become profitable one day. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I know it's gonna be profitable one day. Did that. Then you just get comfortable with losses, you know. You just lose. It's like, okay, cool. What am I doing wrong? Okay, let me write it down. That's why I said I just wrote down my losses. It made me deal with the losses better too, because at least I knew my mistakes. You know what I mean? I knew what I did wrong, and that way, next time when I approach the market, I have less fear because I know what I did wrong last time. You see, so it's all about lessening your fear and increasing your confidence, and that's all through time.
Sure. Clean. So, currencies, I know you trade in currencies, you've mentioned it a few times.
The best. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, call yourself the best, bro. And own it, bro. Because it's all about being the best version of ourselves. The best according to who? We don't care.
I don't care.
But according to you, yeah, you should be the best. But currencies and time frames. Okay, actually, let me ask this. What's your daily trading routine like?
My daily trading routine. So I'll wake up in the morning. I'm a morning person, so I'll wake up like around about 7. First thing I do is just like do like a young exercise in the morning, like 10, 15 push-ups, just to feel myself now onto the charts, you know what I mean? So when I'm on the charts, I'll just analyze like a few pairs. So I'll have a few pairs open. I have my favorites, so I trade like Euro USD, USD JPY, Euro GBP, GBP USD. So those are like my favorites. So I'll obviously start by analyzing those, so I know, okay, for today, what am I going to be looking at, you see? So the setups that I'm waiting for. Then if there isn't really anything on my favorite pairs, then that's when I'll just like start expanding now, try analyzing more things. So I'll just mainly try to stick to currencies, you know. Maybe I won't really be looking at indices every day. I won't lie and say I look at NAS 100 every day. Like every now and then I'll open NAS 100. Okay, cool. You know, so for me it's like, okay, wake up in the morning, start my analysis nice and early in the morning. Then throughout the day I'll just be watching my setups. If I can see my setups are being quite slow, then that's when I'll start expanding, looking for more setups. Maybe I might find a setup that's happening sooner, you know what I mean? Because obviously we're trying to trade, you know what I mean? So analyze the morning, then wait it out throughout the whole day. I usually find my trades run about these times. What time is it? Yeah, run about these times. So these are the times when my setups actually start playing around, like around about 10, 11. Then no lie for me, then that is when I'll basically be like done with my trades for the day, because I do usually hit daily target from like my first trade, you know what I mean, because I'm good now, so I know how to operate it now, like with my lot sizes, how to risk accurately to make my daily target just from one trade, you know. Took practice, but I know how to do it. Not to say I always do make my daily target from one trade, but usually I will just make my daily target from one trade. Then from the rest of the day, I'll just be looking at the currency pairs. So even if I don't take trades, sometimes I do feel greedy and I'll trade further than my daily target. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, you know what I mean? You know, but barely greedy, you know what I mean? So just daily target, leave it there. So yeah, after reaching my daily target, it's not over from there. I'm still on the chart, you know. Forex is my life. I love looking at the candlesticks, analyzing. So I'll still be on the chart for the rest of the day. If I see any other pairs, any other things, because I also want to share with my students, you see, because students want to trade. You know? Students one is not enough. Students want to trade, so I'll still be on the charts, you know, looking at setups, you know, just throughout the whole course of the day, unless like I have something else to do. But that's just me. Like I literally live my life on the charts. Like even my friend knows. Like he knows when we're chilling. Like I'm here. Can be here, but I'm here, you know. So that's just me. That's my daily routine. Wake up in the morning, charts, whole day, charts, analyze.
Yeah, okay. And then coming down to sniper entries, because I know that's something you're very proud of right there. Okay, so essentially, so eventually what I want to ask is that, how does one essentially, like, how do you get to that sniper entry, like?
Yeah, where the entries are crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, for me, like, I don't know. Like, even my students always ask me, like, how do you get these perfect entries? And for me, essentially, it's like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. Like, for me, it wasn't really a perfect entry. Like, the same way you would have analyzed, I would have done the same thing, entered at the right time. So I think that the way in which I trade, the strategy that I'm applying to the market is just what gives me those entry points. Because we get, like, some really crazy entry points. Like, like, I mean,
What technicals do you basically look at?
Trend line. So me, I'm
Trend
just
lines.
on the trend line, fully just looking at the trend line. So the trend of the market, I'll just start out by spotting the trend, you know, uptrend, downtrend. Then from there, I know, okay, cool. Then just apply the trend line.
Yeah.
So I'm a trend line trader.
Oh, okay. So do you think you most of the times are you trading with the trend or counter trading
With the
against it?
trend.
With the trend.
Yeah,
So
trade with the trend.
mainly you're not really looking at where it does this, but so basically
Direction. Me, I trade with the trend of the market. If the
Okay.
market's going up, we're going up with it. It's going
Yeah.
down, going down with it.
yeah, actually that's actually so how do you break down a major trend? Let's say on a monthly time frame or a weekly time frame. There's a big trend happening. So how do you essentially trade that on a daily basis?
So on a daily basis, like we do this other thing which you guys can learn. It's called top-down analysis. Right?
Okay.
We just analyze from the higher time frames, working our way down. So we do know that obviously the market will have a major trend, as you said, on the weekly, on the monthly time frame. So either the market will be a very strong market going up, which is like USDs are, you know, it's always going up, right? So in that type of market, you know that USDs are is a buying market. So essentially, even when you're trading it on a regular day basis, you should mainly be looking to buy USDs on a regular day basis, just off understanding the type of chart that it is. Like if you just open a monthly chart on USDs, you see it's going up. You see, so even when you come down to your lower time frames, your H4, H1, just understand that you can sell. Not to say it's a bad thing to sell, because there could possibly be like a downtrend on a much smaller time frame, you know what I mean? But essentially, if you know that the overall trend is going up, the chances of you making profits on buying, even though it's a lower time frame, will always be higher, because main trend, you know what I mean, main trend of the market. I wouldn't say I analyze from the monthly, because for me that's like too high. I would start analysis like on the daily time frame. I feel like daily time frame is the perfect one to spot the main trend that the market is currently taking, maybe like within a space of 2 weeks. You see that on a daily basis, I'll just approach that by basically just looking for those same buying opportunities that are being presented on daily. I just look for them on a much smaller time frame. So H1, I'll be there looking for buyers. I always know what I'm looking for. I'm not the type of person that analyzes for buy and sell. I don't do that. Okay. I analyze. I know what I'm analyzing for. You know what I mean? I get it. There's nothing wrong with analyzing to see for a buy or for a sell. But when I analyze with like a specific purpose. Like I'm analyzing USDZAR to buy it. Like I want to buy USDZAR. I won't be looking to sell USDZAR if I know that I'm looking to buy. So every single analysis that I take will be towards buys, you know, whereas other people will analyze for buy and for sell. You see, then they just wait it out for either one to play out. For me, I approach the market with a specific trend. If the market is in an uptrend, I know I'm looking to buy, so I'll be analyzing for a buy all the way. So whatever analysis that I apply on the market will be like for a buy. Or if it's for a sell, it will be for a sell. Not really double analysis where you saying, okay, if the market doesn't buy, then this. Me, I will want the market to buy. I'm going to be looking for where the market's going to buy. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, so that's how I analyze.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so now it's time to inspire the kids now. How has Forex changed your life?
Yo.
Bro? Inspire the kids, bro. The kids want to know.
I will tell you, bro, like, Forex changed my life. Like, Forex changed my life for real. Like, crazy. Like, I always used to think YouTube changed my life. I think YouTube changed my life in the sense of it opened doors to a lot of things. YouTube showed me that you can actually do so much with social media. You know what I mean? You can actually do so much with something that isn't just school-based. You know what I mean? Then with Forex, when I came into the Forex game, I didn't think it would change my life to the point where it is now. I just thought, okay, cool, this is something that would just always make me extra coins. For me, like trading, it was always a thing of like, I know I'm making money from trading, but essentially, I never saw it as a full lifetime plan of, okay, I'm going to be trading Forex, you know? So, me, Forex changed my life in the sense of, I'm supposed to be in second year right now. I'm not. I'm not in second year, you know? So, and I don't feel bad about it because I know that I'm doing well. You know what I mean? So, it changed my life in the sense of I don't have to go to school. You know what I mean? I have that option. You know, a lot of people don't have that choice of, let me not go to school, because a lot of people, if they don't go to school, they won't have anything to do. But with me, with Forex, I had that option of, okay, cool. Do I really want to chase the school dream, or am I going to chase this dream? So it provided me with the opportunity of choice in life. You know what I mean? Then everything else, I can say I don't ask my parents for anything. For the longest of time, like even when I was actually still in matric, like even from back in matric days, my parents, they knew me. Like, I wasn't there. Like, I wasn't the type to ask you for lunch money. They've known, like, since back then. So I guess back then, like, step by step, I guess it changed my life back in matric, in the sense of I no longer had to ask for lunch money. My parents didn't really have to buy me clothes and shoes anymore, because I got myself in those things. Then coming on to after high school now, forex changed my life in the sense of, like, I met a lot of people that are actually doing it for real. You know, I knew I was trading, but I knew that I wasn't trading until I actually met people that I saw that, you see. So it also opened doors into connections, you know, because I've met people through trading, and now we have a relationship that is outside of trading, you know what I mean? So I met Leadership Muntla, I spoke about him, like, very big inspiration, you know what I mean? And when I met him, it was just a pure thing of, like, trading, you know what I mean? I made him through forex, but then now it's like we have a whole relationship that's outside of forex, someone that's just genuinely like a life mentor in my life, you see. So also connections, not just him, like, I've met many other people that I used to look up to through forex, you know what I mean? Financial freedom at a very young age, you know what I mean? Just being able to do what I want every day is, like, very nice, like, not having to ask anyone for anything. Not to say, like, I can just wake up today and be like, I want to go buy a car, but I can wake up today and be like, I want to go buy like 10 shoes, and I can do it, you know what I mean?
So I get you.
Yeah, so it's like just the overall financial freedom for me. I can just say forex changed my life. Like, also, I think my biggest blessing in forex is just being able to spread the blessings that I've received. You know what I mean? Changing other people's lives, you know what I mean? Because you can have the skill of trading, but bro, it helps you, you know? You'll feel good, okay, cool, you making money, but it feels way better when you see that this thing that helped you change your life can change other people's lives too. So for me, I'll say my biggest blessing through forex is the fact that I'm actually able to change other people's lives through forex. Even bigger impact than me, because for me, I wouldn't really say forex changed my life, like, drastic in the sense of, I wouldn't say I came from poverty. I wasn't like, you know, a lot of people call me a cheese boy trader, because you know, because like you know, I was fine already before that, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say it was like a drastic change in the sense of, like, now I'm actually like doing crazy things. Like, what I can do through trading, I was getting it before. You know, my parents would buy me shoes. If I wanted to go out, they'd give me money, you know what I mean? Nothing hectic, you see. But for other people, it's not like that, you know what I mean? So for me, I feel like my biggest, like, blessing of all, the way in which it has changed my life, is that I'm able to change other people's lives, you know. There's someone else, like, for them it's like, wow, bro, I just made 1,000 rand, like, it's crazy for me. Like, people actually go crazy about that, where for me, like, bro, 1,000 rand, like, my mom would give me 500, my dad would give me 500, like, then I'd go out, you know. For me, it wasn't that deep, but for other people, it's like, bro, like, through your mentorship or through your knowledge, I was able to make 1,000 rand, like, it changed my life completely, you know what I mean? So for me, I feel like the biggest blessing of all, the way in forex changed my life, the biggest, is that I'm able to change other lives. But like, because it's easy, bro. I feel like forex is free money, genuinely. If it gets to a point where it does feel like, it feels like a cheat code. You know, genuinely, it does get to a point where forex feels like a cheat code. It feels like, it feels like, yo, am I really just making money from just a chart? Like, you know, at first it feels like, yo, but you'll genuinely get to a point where forex feels like a cheat code, you know? Like, it just feels like, yo, wow, if I want 1,000 rand now, like, hustle. On the charts, I can do it, you know. Whereas, like, if you're not a trader now, if you want 1,000 rand, you have to go apply for a whole job, do this, you know, a lot of things. But then trading, you know, okay, cool, on the charts. Not to say you can just make 1,000 rand like this, but with time, obviously, I'm telling you right now, if I wanted to make 1K right now, I'm there. On the charts, I'm there. I can do it, you know. I'm there.
No, that's great, bro. That's great. So, okay, so just one more thing, because you're pretty young. And I want to ask this thing right now as to what money management practices are you putting in place right now? Because now money is coming in at a very early age. Obviously, I personally want to see you 10 years from now still in the game.
Still in the game.
But like, obviously, even for the young people out there, because obviously I'd like to believe you have a big following of people who look up to you, younger than you, your age, even above you as well. You know, people do look up to you. But also, I think what's important right now is, we're speaking about financial freedom, but financial freedom comes with the responsibility of managing money properly.
Definitely, bro. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I will not pretend like that thing is easy. It is hard. Especially when you're young. Managing money that you're making, especially so easily, in the sense, because I'm not really like doing anything hectic like that to make my money, you know what I mean? Just like here on the charts, I can chill anywhere, you know what I mean? It's very hard. because I don't know, like, especially if once you're profitable like that. You see, when I became profitable like that, it's hard. It's hard because it's like, I can make it back. That mentality, I'll make it back. You're there, you're seeing something there, it's like 3K, it's like, even if you know it's not the right move, you just have that there, I'll make it back.
Yeah.
Make it back. So it is quite hard. I wouldn't say it's me something I breeze through, like managing my money. Maybe even now I'm still not doing the best. I won't lie and be like I'm doing the best at it. I do have a financial advisor though, so because that's what I took, because I saw that me doing it myself, it's very hard. Like, it genuinely is, bro, because you have all of this money coming in. It's like, okay, cool, I do want to save. You have your dreams. All of us in life have our dreams, you know. You wake up and be like, okay, cool, one day I want to do this with my life. I want to invest in this. But then when the money is coming in now, it's very hard to think about then. You know what I mean? So the way in which you can think about then is try to get as much advice as possible. You know what I mean? Never feel like you too cool for anything. You know what I mean? That's why I went the financial advisor route, because I could have told myself that, nah, bro, eventually I'll just start saving. But then honestly, if you know yourself, like, it just comes with knowing yourself, bro. If you need to apply pressure on yourself in any way, even if it goes as far as you letting your parents handle your finances, bro, I would never blame anyone for doing that, because if that's what helps you act right, if that's what helps you manage your money, like, then that's what it is. You know what I mean? So, because it's a more grown-up mentality than someone that says, no, I'll just make it back. I'd rather have my parents manage my money and seem like a kid than actually be someone that acts like a kid and goes always saying, I'll make it back, I'll make it back, I'll make it back. Yeah. You see what I mean? But it is quite difficult, guys. So I always say, like, when you start making money from trading, like, know from the very start that you start saving. I know, like, it's hard, bro, especially with forex, because you've lost so much money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
so
Now that you're making money, it's like your time has come to finally do everything you've always wanted to do. Now you're going out all the time. You know, when you're out with your friends, you know, your friends never take their cards out of their pockets. You're the guy, you know, swiping for everyone. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not a crime, because it happens, because you must also enjoy your money. But it is very important to save the cash, you see. And for me, I won't lie, I did really struggle with saving cash. You know, it was like, bro, I'll make it back. And the problem is I was making it back, so that's why I carried around spending it, because, like, I am making it back. And that's why you are going to spend it, because you continuously make it back. You know what I mean? But then you can't live with this mentality forever, because, honest truth, you're not going to be on a high forever. You see, it's impossible. Like, you will never be on a high forever, you know what I mean? You can be making 50K every single day, bro. Like, no matter what, like, bro, you will never be on that high forever. You can even go higher than that. You know what I mean? But then it's impossible that you will be on that high forever. There will be rainy days, so you must always be ready for those rainy days, because at the end of the day, success isn't about now. You know, I can say I'm successful right now, but then will I be successful forever with the way I do things? You see, so it's very important that once you start making money, you have to get to a point where you sit down with yourself and you just ask yourself, like, okay, cool, I'm making a lot of money right now, I'm taking care of myself right now, but then with the way that I do things, will I be able to sustain myself forever? You know what I mean? Because right now I'm thinking of someone that has minimal responsibility. You know, I don't really have kids or anything like that. That's why I'm okay with just doing whatever I want. But then if you think about it, you have to think about the fact that this money that you're making right now, why, like, your kids should also eat from the money that you're making now. You can't say, no, my kids will eat from the money I make when they're there. No, bro. They should also eat from the money that you're making right now. So best way is just get as much advice as possible. You know, when you're young, it's very hard. I know for me it was difficult to actually just get to that financial state of, okay, let me actually save up. Let me actually just do less with my money. I understand that it is money that's coming very quickly. It's coming very easy. But then at the same time, I sort of want the money that I'm making right now to last me forever. You see what I mean? So definitely, bro, I was just say, get advice, bro. Just get advice, whether it's from your parents. Like, if you can feel that it's not, like, give your money to someone else. Like, dude, tell your mom life, like, bro, hold the money. If I ask for it, don't give it to me. Like, if it means it's what's going to keep you disciplined, bro, it's way better than maybe 5 years from now you're thinking about all those 20Ks that you used to make every single day, and now they're not there anymore because you were blowing them every weekend in the club. It's like, ish. You know what I mean? Whereas if you, like, that's a lot of money to save. You know, you could have saved money that could have literally changed your life, you see. So for me, the way in which it changed is I actually had a talk with the financial advisor that told me, like, straight up, like, how it is. Like, she told me straight up, like, bro, you're not going to be on this high forever. You're making a lot of money right now, but I can guarantee you I've also been in a stage in my life where I was making a lot of money and I felt like it was going to be this high forever. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to save. Like, if you're making 100K a month, bro, like, even 10K a month can save your life later on. If you can save 10K every single month for 5 years, by the end of those 5 years, you've saved 500K. You know what I mean? You've saved a lot of money.
True.
You see what I mean? So you have to think about it in that sense, bro. What I mean? But get advice. That's one thing I'll always say, bro. When you can feel the money coming in, get advice. Even if it's not a lot of money, guys. Like, we all struggle with saving. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
We all struggle with saving.
That's
so even
true.
if you feel like you're struggling to save that 500 rand that you get every single week, bro, like, trust, like, get advice, you know, get help, you know, anyone, ask your parents to help you. But at the end of the day, there will always be someone that's willing to help you with these things. So money management, very important, guys. Get advice on that one. I'm not the one to give advice. I'm very bad at it.
This is not financial advice.
Yeah, I'm not an accountant. You see, so I
Yeah.
won't really. But I would say definitely go the route of getting advice. Save up is very important. I won't say like you'll make money right now, but you will have rainy days. I've had many rainy days, and I'm thankful for the situation.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the fact that I was actually able to save for those rainy days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So get advice, save. That's my biggest tip, bro. Save money, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta save
100%.
money, bro.
100%. Sure.
Gotta save money.
Respect, bro. Respect. Much respect. So we coming towards the end of the interview right now. What has been your biggest loss? And I always ask this question, but when I ask it, your biggest loss, it doesn't have to be in monetary terms. Just the loss that you took, even if it was 5 rand.
Yeah.
You're like, that's my biggest loss right
That's a
there.
big loss. Okay, so there was a time, I actually remember this perfectly. For me, I would feel like it was my biggest loss because the one I always remember. I've lost more money than that at a time. So there was a time, this was the time I was already profitable, but this is the first time I made a lot of money from trades, right? So there's this is around about last year, no, not last year, matric, June. Yeah, I remember, it was just before my birthday. My birthday's in July, right? I took a NAS 100 trade on a 2K account and I flipped that account to 12K.
Okay.
Right? And that was my first time making that much money. Keep in mind, before this, I've been making my 300 rand a day, my 400 rand a day. Like, I'm profitable, but I'm not crazy with it. I made 12K. Like, that's when I felt it. I was like, I knew forex was real, but now I'm like, I can actually make money now. So now I'm like, okay, I'm excited, you know, like I've made money. I'm like, okay, I've sort of like neglecting the fact that I should only still be making 10% of my money in a day. I think that day making that much money was actually an accident. I took those trades in the morning on the way to school, right? And my phone died. My phone died on the transport even. And it was just a thing of like, I think like by the first period, I'd actually forgotten about the trades. Like I had forgotten that, I'm a forex trader. Like I wasn't there. It's only when I get back home, I'm floating 12K. I'm like, I was so, like, I went crazy. I remember hitting up my mates. So I'm like, bro, look, like, bro. You see, then, it was 12K balance. Then I withdrew 7K from there. Then I left 5K. You see, then the next day, it was actually crazy. Then the next day, I had 5K in the account, right? Then I traded US 30 now. Then I made 4K. You see, I made 4K. On top of that 5K that I had, so it was a 9K account, I took out 4K again. So now I had actually changed my mentality of, okay, cool, I'm gonna trade this 5K account every single day and just withdraw what I make. So my mission was to at least make like 3K on this 5K account every day because I did this 2 days in a row now. You see, now comes the third day, which I think I should have clicked that, bro. Get back to what you normally do. You know what I mean? I have this 5K and now I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it again today. Yeah. So now I remember I took these trades just before I slept, right? And it was a 5K account and I was floating negative 2K losses, right? And at the time, just before I slept, something told me like, bro, just close these trades. You know, like you can see that this thing's not gonna go your way. But then I've had this thing. Remember the first time when I made gang money, I forgot about the trade. Came back. So I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm like, bro, Max, just trust yourself.
Forget about the
trade, bro. Just forget about, bro. I woke up in the morning, bro. I remember that account negative 200 and something, and I was just like, that 5K, like it hurt, like it genuinely hurt. For me, that was my biggest loss. Even though I had withdrawn like 11K total in the past 2 days, that 5K hurt me because it was like, wow, like it was like, I don't know. It's like I felt good. I felt like I was unlocking a new level of making money. Then losing that 5K for me, it was like a snap back into reality, like. This is not how forex works, bro. Get back to what you know. So literally after that 5K loss, I went back to the way I was trading. Like I made like 11K in 2 days, but then I literally went back to making my 400, 500 a day right after that. So for me, that 5K loss It was definitely, I had a bad day at school that day. It was like, I was just so depressed, bro. Like, I think about something else, then my mind would just go back to those trades. Like, and I was regretting not closing.
Yeah.
I was like, I should have closed because this is what I've been practicing. The whole year I've been practicing this thing of knowing when to close losses. So I felt like the reason why I was so disappointed in myself, and I take it as my biggest loss, because I had been doing so well in actually managing my risk and actually controlling my psychology. And the one time I took that loss and I was like, why did I take this loss? Because I know how I trade. This is not me. Like, I shouldn't have gotten so excited, but I don't blame myself for getting excited. You know what I mean? I did make 11K in 2 days after making 400 Rand every single day. For me, it was crazy. Like, you know, so yeah. But then, yeah, that was my biggest loss. It hurt for some time, Because I thought about everything that I could have done with that 5K. I was like, ish, 5K, even though I did make 11K, this 5K could have now made it 16K. You see? It could have been 16K, you see?
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, I feel you.
That was my biggest loss for sure.
All right. And what has been your most memorable trade?
My most memorable trade is USD core on, when was it? Was it Jan USD core? Yes.
Yeah.
Or was it Feb? Yeah, I can't remember. Hey?
Okay.
Yeah, I've been killing the market. Yeah, it was the USD core for Feb.
Yeah.
Nah, not Feb, Jan. It was the Jan, the Jan USD core. It was a gold trade that I actually had running just before the event. I had some trades running there. And honestly, like, I wasn't planning on going too crazy with that account. I think it was like a 5K account at the time. I grow my accounts quite slowly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So at the time, it was like, okay, I had some trades open on gold. It was a signal I sent to my students. USD core. Inside, bro, like those trades went crazy. It was floating 18K. That was actually like so crazy for me. Like, it was the most profits I've made also, like from a single trade. Also, I was so happy, bro. I was so happy. This year even. Yeah, bro. And that's when I actually felt that I am actually going to get better at trading, because I remember at the end of last year, December, I was like, yo, this year I did so well in trading. What if next year is not my year? What if next year, like 2023, is not going to be as good as 2022 trading wise? But then I feel like that USD core for me was actually a sign that it's going to be better. You know what I mean? Because actually since then I've seen that definitely way better at trading than I was last year. Yeah. So yeah, that USD core, did the most. Like, it pushed me. It motivated me to go hard this year. Like after that USD core, I saw, I'm like, I could actually like go hard. Because I feel like last year for me was that click of, okay, cool, forex, I'm gonna do this thing. This is my life. You know what I mean? Then coming into this year, where I was supposed to be going back to school, because last year was a gap year. What I told my parents, you know what I mean? It was supposed to be a gap year, but obviously I didn't expect my life to go that good. You know, I didn't expect to find this forex trading thing that was actually going to change my life to this extent. So I was always planning on going back to school. So with me taking that decision to not go back to school, that trade genuinely showed me that, bro, we can do this.
Yeah.
You know, we can do this some more, bro.
Yeah.
You did this, you can do this, bro. So yeah, bro, that was a very memorable trade. I really enjoyed that withdrawal coming in. Like, yeah, seeing that withdrawal, that's nice. Yeah, that was a nice one.
Nah, that's too clean, bro. That's too clean. Yo, we're at the end now, bro. Yo.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Nah, thank you for pulling up, bro. Like, I learned a whole lot. I think a lot of people are gonna really resonate with your story a lot, because like, yeah, no, much respect, bro. Your psychology is really on a different level.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
won't lie.
I feel like, I know that, Joe.
It's on a different level. I won't lie. Yeah, I'm very impressed right now, and I'm wishing you all the best moving forward, bro. And like, yeah.
So glad I came here, bro. Always wanted to be on Top Traders, so yeah.
I appreciate it. So before I let you go, last piece of advice.
Yeah. I actually always say this on my live videos.
Yeah.
Guys, stop spending so much money in the clubs, bro. I can guarantee you, bro. Like, I feel like that is what holds so many people back.
Yeah.
All that bottle popping in the clubs. It held me back quite a lot, you know. So I'll genuinely say, like, me, that is my biggest piece of advice, guys, is when you're making your money.
Give us a story, one story.
I mean, I have a lot of stories.
Give us one story before you go.
One story.
Yeah.
I mess up quite a lot, yo. I do mess up quite a lot. That's why, like,
you're still going through.
Yeah, I try not to go. Like, I genuinely don't go out as much as I used to.
Okay.
Yo, I used to go out, bro, every weekend. Like, yeah, it was hectic. Me and Bandile, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go out quite a lot. You see. Yeah, we used to go out, like, even thinking about it, like, it's not a nice, it's enjoyable to think about the fun we had, but then when you think about the finances, it's like, yo, a bro could, could have been very, very far, you know what I mean? So I will definitely say, guys, stop spending so much money in the clubs. Me, I think possibly my story where I can say like, ish, I shouldn't have done that. I won't even say it was a lot of money. There's a day I went out to Zanzu. Who was I with? Can't remember. A couple of my friends. We went out, and actually that day I wasn't planning on spending so much money in the club. It was December actually. Yeah, it was in December. I was like, you know what, today's gonna be a relaxed day, nothing too hectic. It's when you tell yourself that you're gonna have a relaxed day that you don't. It was like 18K. I was genuinely like, wow. Like I was so disappointed in myself in the morning, and you always regret it in the morning. Like you wake up and you're like, really? You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, maps, really? Come on, bro. Like, you know. So yeah, me, that is my advice, guys. You see, wherever you're making your money, you know, wherever, guys, stop spending all your money in the clubs, bro. Stop. Just stop, right?
It's that simple, guys.
Just stop spending all your money in the clubs. Also, like, another thing is just like also social media pressure. Like, I'll always advise against shying away from social media pressure. What you see on the internet, don't let it affect you. You know what I mean? I'll always say, don't feel pressure, feel motivation. You know, when you see kids your age with the car, you know what I mean, 19-year-old with the car, it's like, okay, cool. People will feel pressure in the sense of they want to also get it done immediately. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, we all have different stories. You know, you can see someone else, okay, cool, they did that at 19, but then you don't have to feel forced to do it at 19 also. True. You know what I mean? You don't have to feel like it's a must for you to, like, it's not a must, you know what I mean? Every single thing you see in life, if someone is doing better than you, especially if they are younger than you, I always say just take it as pure motivation, you know what I mean? If someone your age is going crazy, you see they making millions, like, pure motivation, because the thing is, when you feel pressure, you start doing the wrong things. True. You know what I mean? And this is not even just trading me, I'm just talking like pure, like, just I'm talking straight up, you know what I mean? Like, when you feel too much pressure from people, especially people your age, maybe you find yourself in the wrong things, you know, you find yourself like doing criminal things, maybe now you're scamming people, you know, weird things because of the pressure that you're feeling, because all of that essentially just comes because of the pressure that you feel from other people, you know what I mean? So overall, I always just say, just shy away as much as possible from feeling pressure from people. You know what I mean? Rather just take it as motivation. Understand that everything in life has its own time. That's one thing that I came to realize. That's one thing that I was taught coming into the trading space, that, okay, cool, I'm here chilling with a lot of traders. I recently just bought a car 1 month ago. But then I was chilling with people that had cars. Like, every single day, I'd probably be the only one in the whole squad that is not driving. You know what I mean? And I never took that as pressure. For me, it was just pure motivation. I knew my time would come. I just had to be patient with myself, you see. So my biggest word of advice to anyone that's just trying to succeed in life, whether it's through trading, like literally anything that you want to make it in, because also YouTube as well, because I've been in the YouTube space as well. Everything needs patience. Genuinely, I saw it with YouTube. We didn't wake up as the boys RSA. The boys RSA. No, we woke up with the boys RSA. Cool. Until it got to a point. Okay, the boys RSA. The boys RSA. The boys RSA. You see? Yeah. Same thing, bro. Forex. You gotta okay. Yo, I can make money. See, I still look up to so many people. There's people that make money, like, I'm telling you, bro. I open Instagram on a regular day and I'm like, yo, I can't wait to get to that level. But then I'm not like now feeling some sort of pressure. I'm just purely taking motivation, and I understand that through time I will get there. You know what I mean? The moment you feel pressure, I'm telling you, that's when you start throwing off what you actually believe in. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'll always say, bro, patience, bro. Life is all about patience. Run your course. Never feel like you're not doing enough, bro. You're doing perfectly fine. You're 19. Don't feel like just because you're 19 and you don't have a car. Like, what do you mean? You're 19, bro. I think we made it look easy, but then, guys, it's not. It's difficult, you know. Like, it's a very, very difficult thing. You go through a lot of stress, you know, because you're chasing these dreams, you know. But it's just about being patient with yourself. You know, you can. It's not bad to like pressure yourself, but never get to a point where you start feeling depressed. It must never get to a point where you're feeling sad for not having something. It's okay to push yourself, like, okay, let me push myself, but then it should never get to a point where you're thinking to yourself every single night when you lie down in your bed, and now you're feeling all sad because you don't have all of these things that you want. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you know that you're working towards something, you should always be patient and wait for it. You know what I mean? I want to make 10 million rand in a day, but then I understand that it's not going to happen like that. I want to wake up and go buy an M4, but I understand it's not going to happen like that. You know what I mean? Everything in life genuinely takes patience. There's a lot of things that I want to get done. There's a lot of things I want to achieve on my own that have nothing to do with trading, but I understand that everything is going to take its own time. You know what I mean? So Run your course, run your own race. You know what I mean? Grab motivation from other people, but never try to run in someone else's lane. We're all in our own lanes. You see what I mean? So when we're driving, we can drive next to each other, but then we can't drive next to each other in one lane. It's impossible. You see, we can drive in one lane. Maybe you can be behind me. Maybe you can be in front of me. You know what I mean? But it's impossible for everyone to be in one lane next to each other. You see, even on the road, everyone is in their own lane. So think about it like that. You see, on the highway, you're not too worried about where that person is going in their life. You see, we're all driving. You're not asking yourself, hey, where is that person going? What are they going to go do right now? You worried about where you're going. You trying to get where you're going. Think about life like that as well. You know what I mean? We're all living this life. We're all together here on earth. You know what I mean? We should consider each other. You know what I mean? Not try to take ourselves to the top by affecting other people. Same way like when you're driving through traffic, it's like we're all trying to get where we're going, but on the way there, you shouldn't now be driving crazy, trying to affect other people, causing a mess on the side. Same thing with life, you know what I mean? You considerate of the fact that, okay, cool, you're running your own race, you're trying to reach a certain point in life, but also be considerate of the fact that there's also other people in this life doing the same things as you. You know what I mean? So that's also where being a good influence comes in. You know what I mean? Be a good influence, you know, just overall just be a good person. I just believe like life is good to those that are good. You know
Trust.
what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. Life is good to those that are good. Just do you, be patient. If you have the opportunity to change lives, bro.
Perfect.
If you can feel it, like if you have something, bro, you have a skill, it makes you money, bro, change a life, bro.
Just
You
one.
know what I mean?
Just
change a
one.
life, bro.
Just
Even
one
if
life.
you feel like you're not the type of person to really teach trading, but you know that you have some crazy strategy out there, it's changing your life. Like, bro, it doesn't hurt to change lives, bro. It really doesn't hurt, bro, you know?
And it doesn't take anything away from you.
It doesn't, because it's not like you lose anything when
Yeah.
someone else gains. You know what I mean? So I do feel like we probably do live in a very jealous world, competitive world, so to say. But then if you have the opportunity, like, to put someone in the race, put them in the race. You know what I mean? You can stay ahead of them. I'm not saying it's a must to put everyone ahead of you. You know what I mean? But if you have the opportunity to actually get people on the race, running this race with you, then put them on. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's me. Anything you do in life, just be patient with yourself. And once you get to a point where you can feel it, that, okay, I can change lives with what I'm doing, then change lives, bro. Same thing with teachers in school. They're changing lives. You don't know it, but your school teacher genuinely changed your life, because you wouldn't know how to speak English. You wouldn't know so many things that you know right now if it wasn't for school teachers. And those are people that chose that they're going to change lives. You know what I mean? So same thing with you, teach, you know what I mean? Even if it's not exactly forex per se, if you know that you're good in this, if you know that you give very good advice when it comes to certain things, like, just teach. You know, life is all about learning, and the only way we can learn if there are teachers. You know what I mean? So yeah, and also be open to learning. That's also another thing. You know, a lot of people are not open to learning, to trying new things. You know, it's like the moment you hear about something, you just chuck it away. That's what I first did with forex. It was like, okay, I saw this forex thing, but when I was given that opportunity at first, and that guy was like, yo, let me put you on, I was like, no, you know what I mean? Be open. Sometimes just listen to someone. They may tell you something crazy. They may give you some crazy idea, you know. So just be open to listen, be open to learning. And once you start learning, be patient. That's
Thanks,
what's up,
bro.
bro.
That's what's up.
That's what's
No,
up.
thank you very much, bro.
No stress, bro. Thank you so much for having me, bro.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave Maps' details down in the description below if you guys are trying to reach out to him or anything like that. And thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and this was another